Hello everyone. In this session, we are going to cover one of the statement MDX function, which is the if function. Okay, so it's IIF, not single IF. Okay, so there is a lot of difference between these two in MDX world. So for now, we'll cover only double IF. Okay, in the later part, we'll cover the single IF. Okay, so let's get into the details. So basically, IIF is actually works same way like case statement. So in the previous session, we already discussed about the case statement, right? So where we can write multiple conditions and where we covered the simple case statement and such case statement. Okay, similarly the if statement works in same way, but the main difference is in case statements you will have a lot of branches, right? So the branches are nothing but if you want to write how many when conditions, right? So saying that case when my particular value is greater than this, then you define the specific value. Likewise, you can write n number of branches, but in if you will have only the two branches. Okay, so first we write our condition here, whatever the check that we want to do or compare it. Then if that statement passed, then it will go into the this level, which is the true. Okay, and if that case statement fails, then it goes to the false. So this is our first branch and this is our second branch. So if the if the condition is satisfied, then it goes to the first branch. If the condition is fails, then it goes to the second branch. So that's how the if statement works. Okay, and then let's get into the some examples how we can write the if statement in our regular MDX. Okay, so let me comment this MDX if condition. So let me write our regular simple plain statement. So where I select the reseller sales on my columns, and then I take maybe the product and product category. So I take all my product categories and here on my rows. So I want to exclude null values. So then I use the non-empty on rows and then from my adventures works cube. Okay, so this is our regular statement that we write, right? So where it will fetch the product category information and the respective sales amount information. Now, here is my requirement. Okay, so now I want to multiply 100 when my product category equals to the bikes. Okay, so that one I'll introduce into the that condition. I want to apply it and I want to introduce it to the new measure. So to create new measure, what we need to do, so we need to write with member and define your new member name. So I'll say like if RSA, that is our reseller sales amount, and then that is my member name. And then now what I want to write, I want to do if statement if my product category. Okay, so my product category dot current member dot name equals to bikes. Okay, so this is my condition. I want to multiply the 100 to the my reseller measure. Okay, if that condition fails, then I want to fetch only the reseller sales amount. So this is my condition. Now let's see what will happen. So I copy paste the select statement. Now I add this newly created member under my select statement under the columns. Then now I execute. Okay. So now you can see here you go. The bikes, wherever you have a bikes, it's automatically multiplied the 100. Okay, so without multiplication it's a 66302, and with multiplication it's calculated correctly 38155.7. Okay, so this is how you can write your if statement with member Okay, and there is, let's take another case. Okay, so in here I want to, I mean, in the previous example I created the if statement with along with the calculated member. Now I want to use the with statement in my select statement. Let's do that. Okay, so I take my measure reseller sales amount here, and then I take on columns, and then here what I want to do, so I want to write the if statement. My if statement should be displayed on rows from my cube. Okay, let's say, so this is the if statement, right? Now I want to do some checks here. Okay, what I want to do here, so my reseller sales amount, if my reseller sales amount is greater than my threshold value, let's say given so I think should be 3 million, so then I give should be one more zero. If my reseller sales amount is greater than 3 million, what I want to do, I want to display the um, you know my calendar year members and all customer information from the country level. Okay, so let me take the calendar year. So here my calendar year, and then I take this from the calendar year. I want to take calendar year. Okay, and then here I mention all my current members. Okay, and then I want to fetch the all customer members from the country. Okay, where is the country? Okay, here I want to fetch this information. Okay, so this is how I write. Okay, and then, so if this condition is satisfied, then it will fetch these records. If not, we need to write the else part, right? So the else part, if that condition is not satisfied, I want to fetch so same records, current member. Okay, along with that, also I want to fetch the now this time I want to fetch my product category level details. Okay, right, so now, okay, and then so I'll close my parenthesis here, and then, okay, so the if statement is completed. Now let's execute this statement. Okay, so now you can see all our product category level information is greater than 3 million. That's the reason it's showing the all period, all customer information, right? Now let me give some other value. So now I increased to 200 million. So now you can see it fetches the all periods, I mean calendar year, all periods information, and the respective category information it fetched. Okay, so in case if you want to exclude the null values value fetching, then you can do non-empty, still that will work. Okay, and then you can execute. Okay, so yeah, this is how you can use the if statement within the select. And if you don't want to use the if statement within the select, then the other way you can write the calculated member first, then you control your requirement through the if statement, then you can bring that measure into your select statement. So this is the how you can use the if statement. But do remember, if statement, if function is the lazy evaluation function. So all the time it will do operation. The operation will be performed by cell. Okay, careful when you are using the if statement. Okay, so even a case statement also works in cell by cell mode until unless you give a hint to the case statement telling that, so don't do cell by cell, do it as blockwise operation. If you mention that, then the case statement works in the block wise. Otherwise, both if and case statement by default works in cell wise. Okay, when it goes to cell wise calculation, the performance wise, it will take a lot of time. Okay, so again, the block wise, cell wise, that sub process, that is the deep advanced topic that we can going to talk in future. But as of now, I don't want to confuse. Let's focus on the simple case statement and if statement. So this is how you can write the if statement. And the previous session, if you refer class 14, that's the where we given examples how to write the case statement. So that's all for now. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for your time.